guys, thanks so much for watching my channel. I'm Caroline, and today we are going to be talking about whether my fiance Anthony and I are still wedding planning. And the simple short answer is yes. And I will get into, what we've been looking at, all of the details on that. I also have a special little unboxing kind of reveal for you, so please make sure you stick around for that. First of all, I do want to say my heart goes out to all the couples who have had to postpone or change their plans in 2020. This has been super unprecedented, and it is okay to feel bad and to mourn. And there's gonna be haters out there who are gonna say it's just a wedding, at least you have your health, and that's true. It is just a ceremonial observation of the love that you had before quarantine and hopefully after quarantine. But there's a reason why people love these celebrations, and there's a connectiveness and a human need to be social, and it's okay to feel bad that you don't have that this year. Anthony and I were supposed to go to about 4 weddings this year, and they've all been changed or postponed in some form or another. We have some friends who are just outright postponing until next year, some who are choosing to have a small civil ceremony and then a bigger celebration to mark the moment next year. There's some people who have shrunken down and moved it from being a travel destination wedding to just being a local, very small, ceremony outdoors. For us, there are definitely different considerations. I will make sure that Anthony pops in at some point in this video. He's not around right now, but he will be here to say hello because this is about us. There would be no video about wedding planning if there wasn't Anthony, my fiance. Anthony and I have been together for over 6 years. We were co-workers when we met, and we got engaged last year on, I don't want to say engagement cruise because it wasn't a cruise to celebrate the engagement because I wasn't engaged until we were already on the cruise. I will link the video down below. You don't see the actual engagement, that was a private moment between us, but you do see us kind of before and after, and it's a fun moment to kind of relive and rethink. So we have been engaged for a while, and it has always been in our plan to get married in 2021, in part because we as a couple are paying for the wedding ourselves, and we want to give ourselves enough time to be able to throw the party that we really wanted. And again, for us, we've been together for so long. We have our love, we have our relationship, and we're not in any rush to have the paperwork signed or anything like that. We are very excited about having a big party, and that's important to us, and that's why we wanted to wait to be able to have that. We do have our venue booked, and I think that's the most important. If you are a couple out there, have your venue and your date, because that is what is going to hinge all your other contracts and vendors on is that date and their availability for that date. That said, if you have a dream photographer that you really want to work with, maybe you choose your photographer first and then choose your venue based on that photographer. I don't know. You know what? Wedding planning is all based on you and you guys as a couple. And for us, we started with the venue, and we had a general month. We wanted to keep the date close to our dating anniversary so Anthony wouldn't have to remember too many dates. I can't believe that's how we picked our wedding date, based on Anthony's memory or lack thereof. I love the guy. So that's kind of how we kind of got with our wedding planning. And after 2020 hit, I'm just gonna say the whole year hit because just so much has happened this year. After 2020 hit, we did end up booking photographer afterward. I think vendors are being understanding, and if you have to postpone, if you have to move things around, I think people are very cognizant of the fact that this is unprecedented and things have changed. Now, by the time Anthony and my date rolled around, will there be all these restrictions in place? Who knows? When I started working remotely in March, I didn't think that I would still be working remotely in July. I had coworkers and we were just saying, oh, are you gonna work from home next week? Oh yeah, like at least for like the first half of next week. Little did we know. Little did we know. So there are a lot of things that are very fluid, and I think a lot of vendors are being cognizant of that fact. What really concerned Anthony and me as a couple was the thought that even if the date and time and venue is safe for the majority of our guests, we do have immediate family members who have higher health risks, health concerns, and it would be severely risky for them to be potentially exposed. And I know some guests are saying, unless there's a vaccine. And that's something that we've talked about and thought about, and not necessarily something that we can plan for right now. We haven't had a set definitive, this is our contingency plan if these people cannot come. That's just the honest truth. So we are still planning. We're still planning as though it's going to be happening, and we haven't created a plan B, because we're planning on plan A happening, and we're, speaking that truth onto ourselves and pulling that energy from the universe that it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's gonna look the way we want. Some people might think that's naive, but like legit, our date is so far out. Our plan A would be plan Z by the time, things, come around. So we are just plugging along. Again, like I said, we have our venue, and our venue comes with the catering. So venue catering, we have a photographer, a videographer, and at that point, basically it's me trying to decide wedding dress try-ons. Will my older mother be able to attend? Maybe it has to be a virtual situation. I have, bridesmaids out of state. That might have to be a virtual situation as well. Oh, I just realized, months and months and months ago, before lockdown was even a thing, I filmed a video about my bridesmaids proposals and what I used to ask my bridesmaids to be my bridesmaids. Then, the pandemic hit and people had to start canceling weddings, and it just didn't feel right to post about my bridesmaids being proposed to. I'll put a little footage now just to show the box that I used to ask my bridesmaids to be in my wedding party. They had really cute little goodies and everything, and I included more things from Sugarfina and everything just to make it a little bit more personal. And now it just seems silly because I've had my bridesmaids for months. So that's just that footage is making a little cameo. All our big players are pretty much set. Our invitation design, our save the date, RSVPs, those are pretty much set. It's just a matter of, ordering. And, there's a question, it's when should I order these invitations? Things can change, We're also planning our honeymoon. We're thinking about travel, and we're probably going to go on a cruise because we love cruises. I don't care if you're judging. I love cruises. Are we still going to go on a cruise considering all of the lockdown, pandemic situations? Yes. That is the plan right now. Obviously that will change if the cruise lines voluntarily, cease operations, or if there are government restrictions and things like that. But we're moving forward, we do not take, the C word lightly. We do not say, oh, it's just like norovirus, we just have to wash our hands or things like that. But we are of the mind that we can't let it necessarily control our entire lives and our future. And so we are looking ahead with hope and optimism that we will be able to enjoy these experiences and opportunities in the future. So that's where we are right now. I do want to open this for you because I know that you've just been sitting in wait. I purchased these with the engagement shoot in mind. And at first I was like, oh, okay, well, maybe I'll wear them for the wedding. But then Anthony decided that he had opinions. And initially when I first showed him these shoes, he didn't like them. And then a year later, he's like, oh yes, I love them. I haven't had these for a year. I have been considering them. This story is getting way convoluted. Let me just open the shoes. Unsurprisingly, they are the Sex and the City wedding shoe. This is so cliche and so basic, and I don't care what you think because I love them and they're beautiful. This is the 100 heel height, and I love them. I think they're beautiful, I think they're gorgeous, and I think they are going to look really great. They are probably completely and entirely and totally inappropriate for our engagement shoot, considering that our shoot is going to be outdoors and probably going to involve some kind of motorized vehicle. We will see. We will see. Ooh, almost dropped the baby. We will see what happens with these shoes. I am afraid, but they're beautiful and I'm going to enjoy them. And I know some people who baby their things, and it's important to value and treat your items with care, but you also want to enjoy them. You don't want to, treat them so preciously that you don't get to enjoy it. YOLO. Enjoy your stuff. We're in a pandemic. Enjoy your stuff. But I wanted to show these and share these with you. It was quite an ordeal trying to get them. I went through multiple merchants because they showed up in the wrong size and then they didn't show up at all, and then I had to contact customer service. It was crazy, but we have them. I finally have them. Now let me go and grab Anthony so he can say hello. As promised, here he is.
Hey everyone.
Anthony, my fiance, is saying hello. He has made many cameos on my channel. I will link those videos down below if you're curious about his opinions on shoes, because like I said, he has opinions. Anyway, if you have made it this far in the video, please leave the word... I need a word. I don't have a word.
Almond.
Almond? That's so awkward.
I know. I don't know.
If you have made it this far in the video, please leave the word... This is your cue to say the word.
Almond.
Please leave the word almond in the comments down below so we know that you made it this far. Thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate it. And until next time,
Bye.
Bye.